See this triangle over here? It's getting very close to the breakout. Very close. I mean, this is on the daily time frame. We got like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 days left until there is no other probability left than to break out of the triangle up here somewhere. But oftentimes these triangles do not break up all the way up here at the end, they break somewhere up here. So we are at that point right now where some breakout will come. Today is Sunday, so Sundays are usually very slow days, but during the end of the Sundays the CME futures starts to open, the moves start to happen. So I think we might already see today very decisive moves towards one side or the other side. We're gonna see how this actually plays out, but tonight is gonna, the moves are gonna start be happening. So time to put your long positions, short positions, whatever, right? And we need to see how this is gonna play out. Now let me show you another thing up here on the chart. And that's the RSI, guys, RSI. Down here we got an RSI on this triangle. Let me just zoom in a little bit up here like this over here and show you that this, even the RSI right now, needs to break out. RSI breakouts might actually be significant, so we like to look at them. And you can see up here that there is a very nice trend line over here on the RSI, and we still haven't broken that towards the upside. The same thing goes on the bottom side of the RSI up here, something like this over here. And right now what you can see actually that even the RSI right now is coming to the, the ending point, the apex, the ending point of the triangle that is right now in. Something needs to happen very soon. So we already know something's gonna happen. It's gonna be tonight or tomorrow, we don't actually know, but it is gonna be very soon. This over here, what's happening right now on the chart, is coming very close to breakout. And yesterday actually this green candle managed to pull back or bounce back off of this 20 moving average a little bit towards the upside up here, a little bit towards the upside, and unfortunately right now it's still below that. It also went up to the 10 moving average, pulled back over here, but we are still above 20 moving average. We are not out of the triangle, we are not below the 20 moving average here on downside, and most importantly right now we are still don't have a close below this line over here, so we don't have any kind of lower low on the chart over here, which is actually quite good. So we can't say actually right now that we are very much bearish or anything like that, but we are getting very close to decisive move where we can actually say, okay, this is going down, or okay, this is going towards the upside. Let's see up here on the 4-hour time frame how this actually is playing out. But before we do that, let me show you just one more chart up here on the Bollinger bands. This is Bollinger Bands. This often indicates some kind of, move that's happening. This is also another one, one of these things that are telling us that, something's gonna happen very soon. You can see these blue lines because this Bollinger Bands right now is very much squeezed. You can see the squeezes up here. Let's remove everything up here on the chart. You can see that it is squeezed very hardly. Oftentimes when these squeezes happen, we know that something is gonna happen. The price consolidated up here for a while. Over here there was a triangle. We already know, since it's a triangle, that something's gonna happen. But we can see over here very nicely on Bollinger Band that every time these blue squeezes do happen, we get some kind of big moves up here at the bottom down here. Once we squeezed very hard, we start going towards the upside. So we already have like 2-3 indications right now that the squeeze did happen. The volume has gone down, the consolidation is pretty much done. The big question right now is what's gonna happen next. What's gonna happen next? So let's look at a little bit up here on the charts. Number first, the daily chart up here. We do not want to, under any circumstance, close below 27.8, this blue line over here, because that's like we just said over here, this bottom part over here. We also don't want to close below 20 moving average or outside of the triangle, but I would say 27.8 is very important. Let's go to the 4-hourly time frame. As you can see up here right now, what's happening in the small time frames is that we've been squeezed down here towards the support line over here, and then we broke towards upside. Unfortunately, this move towards upside is still below the 50 moving average. Up here is we're still not above all of the moving averages on the 4-hour time frame, and we are still getting squeezed over here in smaller triangle over here towards the support line. Now, as long as we are above support line, everything is good, and it is really hard to say which direction this is going to break out. We don't have any kind of probability right now that this might break towards upside downside, because even the indicators are right now telling us that we are in some kind of middle range, and that this can actually go into whichever side it's gonna go. What I am actually looking out for some kind of bullish momentum, some kind of bullish move, is this 50 moving average. So if you see the price over here bouncing up above the this smaller triangle up here above the 50 moving average, on the 4-hourly time frame up here, I would say this already over here is indication that it might actually consolidate up here and break towards upside. I think this happen all the time on the charts. Oftentimes you'll have some kind of triangle, you'll get squeezed below the moving averages and the support line, and at one point, once you get squeezed enough, you bounce off of these moving averages, you consolidate up here, and you continue towards upside, other side. This often happens at the very end of the move, and right now we are coming at the very end of the move, so that's what we are looking for right now. If this is gonna be bullish, we will see this on the 4-hourly time frame up here, the move towards upside up here, you know, consolidation up here, and then, you know, continuation on the upside. On the other hand, if this, you know, plays not in our, you know, favor, if this breaks towards downside, we will see that this moving averages starts curving very heavily towards downside. We will see some kind of breakout down here. Maybe see some kind of retest. The blue line up here is going to be very, very significantly important tonight. So, you know, whether we close below the you know, this blue line, the 27.8 level over here or not, that's going to be very good indication for whether we are on the downside or not. So that's what we're looking at right now. It's really hard to say, you know, which way this is gonna go, but I would say this right over here right now, it is a long position and not a short position, because you are sitting on this very major important level of support. Number one, you are at 27.8. Number two, you are in this triangle on downside. This is definitely 100% a long position over here. Doesn't matter how you look at it, because you want to short the resistances, you want to long the supports. Right now the support, if it falls down over here, of course you need to get out of those short positions, but right now there is no other way to see that this over here right now is our long position. That said, it doesn't look that, you know, optimistic right now, because these, you know, these mountains up here are not actually the most very bullish mountains. This trend line up here is not very much most bullish trend line and stuff like that. There is definitely indications right now that this is maybe more likely to break towards downside, but still, you're on the support. You need to look for the upside. As soon as the support breaks, that's, you know, that's pretty much game over, and we might actually start looking for the lower levels. Now, very important before we go, one more thing, very important thing that you need to know, and that's there is a like button below. If you click that, I get views, you know, you get more videos and stuff like that. I do appreciate all the likes on the channel. So yesterday we made a video, we got like 99 likes, so thank you for that. You know, almost 100 likes. I think I checked my, you know, previous videos, and we have to go, I think, over a year back in time to find a video where I got over 100 likes. So, you know, I do appreciate and thank you for supporting the channel. Guys, have a nice day. Enjoy the day. You know, the moves will happen. And if I get a lot of likes, of course, there will be, you know, more motivation to do an updated video. Guys, thank you. I'll see you around. Bye-bye.